Hey everyone, my name is Ed Ollie and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm here at MomCon celebrating with a few thousand friends. Just exciting atmosphere and joy of reaching moms. And you might be sitting there wondering as a pastor, how can I grow my church? You're busy, you have work, you're preparing sermons, but how can I develop my church? And this strategic audience, over 59% of the average church is women. And so I want to talk to you, particularly as a pastor, about how to grow your church through reaching moms. You know, pastors, there's a group of individuals that you may not think are associated with MOPS that I want to talk to you about as well today. And that is the group of men who love those moms. In some cases, they're boyfriends. In some cases, they're fiancés. Maybe they are husbands. Some cases, they're far from God. And quite frankly, in some cases, they're waiting to be invited to your church. The question is, when that mom engages your church, are you also thinking about him? Is there a way that you can capture the heart of that 32-year-old guy who's nominally engaged, who's sitting in the audience halfway thinking about his fantasy football league and maybe your sermon? Can you engage that guy? We came to the conclusion that MOPS was a strategy that we could do just that. I'm pleased to say that there are men who are in our church today who were not active in any church, were not following Jesus Christ at all, who after a couple years of engagement are now some leading life groups, some volunteering in other areas of our church, some helping single moms with their houses or their cars in repairs. Real men living real life with real moms. That is what the MOPS strategy can do for you. But the other thing that I think is important for people to understand is MOPS is not a support group for mothers. MOPS is a strategic missionary endeavor that you, through groups, can reach your community. We had a young lady come to our church. Her name is Tammy. Tammy had multiple tattoos, 3 children. She's overwhelmed and never come into our building even though she lived about 4 blocks away. I'd love to say that the story ends with her coming into our fellowship, engaging MOPS and coming to Christ, but actually it's more of a real story. It's a story that we are used to in a transitional neighborhood. Is a woman who was making a difficult decision. Do I follow Christ or I go with my boyfriend? And for a year, she engaged in life group. For a year, women loved and cared for her. For a year, we got an opportunity to love on and care for her kids. But she's not there anymore. She's still in the neighborhood. She still knows that we're friends. And we are still praying that she will come to know Jesus Christ. Why? Because MOPS matters. It's a strategic ministry to reach out to lost moms. Which leads me to the last and final point, is that MOPS is a place where women experience life change through Jesus Christ. Yes, there are some that walk away, but it's been our experience that many more come. And when they come, there are changes that have to happen for us. We had to decide, would our budget change? Pastors, I know that you all face that. We had to decide whether our environment would change. We had to decide whether our service would change, because guess what? While the Holy Spirit might be moving in the worship center, the nursery workers are not. And so we're deciding, how do we look at our time and what we do? Everything has changed because of the growth of the moms that we've seen come in MOPS. So as you think about MOPS as a strategy, don't just jump in just because it's something that's exciting to do. Don't just jump in because you think that it will be growth. Jump in because you want to transform your community one mom at a time.